punt after that loss. The Patriots still hanging on after their win over those Cardinals. Lots to talk about here. Over in the NFC, we got a bit of a shakeup. The Giants, they are in right now. They're at the top of the division. Wayne Gallman, we see you. While the Rams drop into the wild card column, the Bears. Somehow their Bears are still not. They are, apparently. Okay, so it is playoff crunch time right about now, right? There are still 2 games left. Which team do you think dropped the ball in week 12?
I got to talk about the Rams. You know, I'm McVay's biggest cheerleader, and I love what they've been doing. They hadn't lost a game at home all season. Here come the 49ers, who have just owned the Rams the past 2 seasons. I don't know if Kyle Shanahan just has mind control over McVay because they used to work together back in Washington or what. But the Rams are fully healthy. They're coming off this victory against the Buccaneers. They beat the Seahawks the week before. And Jared Goff cannot take care of the ball. There's turnovers galore. And I've never heard Sean McVay in a press conference like I heard him last night. He was extremely blunt. He says, our quarterback has got to take better care of the football. Felt like the Rams just could not get going. And what a credit to the 49ers. Deebo Samuel, outside of Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown, might have been the best receiver in football yesterday. Javon Kinlaw and Kerry Hyder were flying all over the field. And Nick Mullins walked into SoFi Stadium and just came out there and was the better quarterback in a battle between 2 NFC West teams in a must-win for the Rams. That goes from being, hey, we might have home field throughout the playoffs and the #1 seed to now being back in the wild card again. Rams are right there, and the NFC West math is crazy. McVay seems to struggle with Shanahan, yet McVay always beats Kingsbury and Carroll, and then Carroll always beats Shanahan. It's like this crazy Rubik's Cube in the NFC West, and I can't keep up with it. I just know that the Rams had a chance to really distance themselves yesterday, and here we are, coming off another one where somehow Kyle Shanahan just gets the best of Sean McVay, and that 49ers team makes you think, wow, the Rams just cannot get past this squad.
You have better insight to Sean McVay than maybe anybody in sports media. What's he thinking right now?
I haven't spoken to him. I have to think he is livid right now because he knows the opportunity missed. I don't know if he's angry at Jared Goff, but there has to be frustration. Goff puts you in these spots where you want to love him, and just like that, you're like, just give us that one performance yesterday.
43-6. Let me repeat. 43-6. Remember the moral victory of almost winning last week? Well, they had an emotional letdown in this one. So here are head coaches John Gruden and quarterback Derek Carr after the loss.
I'd like to say, apologize to the Raider Nation and really compliment the Falcons. They played a hell of a football game, and we did not. The turnovers, the penalties, inexcusable. It's a reflection of me. We're a lot better team than that.
I haven't felt this way in a while, so it's a gut punch for sure.
I said it, Derek Carr, don't lose this game. Everyone is behind you, and they lost, and I think the most disappointing loss among a lot of disappointing losses here in Week 11. The Raiders have fallen a game back now, the Dolphins and Colts. The Colts are on the outside of the playoff race now looking in. Schrags, what happened?
Yeah, you know, last week they lost that game, and we all came in and were so positive about Derek Carr. And then one of the big things that we were saying was that Derek Carr all summer was saying, like, don't disrespect me. It was very personal. Like, don't disrespect me. Like, I deserve more respect. And I think Carr knows that this is the do-or-die year for him as the Raiders quarterback. And I think after that win against, of course, the Chiefs early in the season and the way he played last week, I think we were all ready to say, okay, they've got their guy. And then as he's done over the course of his career, there's that head-scratching performance yesterday. It wasn't just a 43-6 loss. Like, it was turnover city. I mean, fumbles, interceptions. And last year, they were a 6-4 team coming off a Thursday night victory where we did flips for a week about the Raiders.
What happened, Peter?
They went to play the Jets in New Jersey.
How'd that go?
Got the doors blown off them, and they lost 4 of their next 5 games, and they finished with a 7-9 record. Here we go again. I mean, if fool me once, you know, it's like one of those deals. You know, don't get fooled again. I don't know. This was as disappointing a performance any team had this week. Derek Carr did not look like a starting quarterback in the NFL. He did not look like a Pro Bowler, and he certainly didn't look like the MVP candidate we were singing about yesterday before the game started. So I would just say this. Raiders, there is still time left in the season to turn this around, but the disappointment of that performance from both quarterback and team cannot be underestimated. Even Raiders fans who are so vocal online and so supportive of their quarterback, even they have to look and say, gosh, how does that happen?
You know what it is? We told everyone, you got to watch this new show. It's called the 2020. You got to check this out. and they pull it up. They're like, this show sucks. It's boring. It takes, no, you got to just wait. No, it's like, you know, the Mandalorian or Queen's Gambit or something. People turn it on. They're like, this is the show you guys wanted us to watch? All those dumb penalties, all those turnovers, they got absolutely destroyed. I said it last week. Everyone, oh my God, you almost beat the Chiefs. Who cares? And you know what's funny? I mentioned this on the air. I got a message from a Raiders fan on Instagram after I had that little speech.
He see you.
Yeah, I'll read it. He said a week ago, real talk, bro, I want to take you to the ring. Me and you till I knock you out. All right, this guy sends me this.
Because you're critical of the
Because I was critical of saying, why'd you celebrate a loss?
Till he knocks you out. He's
yeah,
like,
and so I'm like, I'm out. And it's like, I got your back. Let's go. And
like he's Jake Paul.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then Nate's just asleep.
How is Nate?
All right, so no, hold on. I got a point here. So this happens. This is important. Let me finish. I get this message from the same guy. The same guy just a couple days later. He says, hey, Kyle, my bad, bro. I watched you on the show. I feel bad. I was just in my feelings. 2 hours later, hope you had a good Thanksgiving. 2 hours later, I seemed like the bad guy. 3 hours later, damn it, I feel bad now. Screw that, dude. I liked the first guy. You wanted to fight me. You went soft. I'm sorry. I didn't have a good thing. No. That was my Thanksgiving. No, I mean, the whole deal with the Raiders was you guys thought you were so tough and you just embarrassed yourself. And we talk all the time on the show about trust. Do we trust this team? How do you trust this team ever now? That was the worst loss of the season. The whole season by any team. We can't be in on the Raiders. I'm not watching this show. No, screw it. DVR it, let it pile up, and delete them all.
That guy hit me up, too.
Yeah, you up the guy?
Same guy. He was like, I'm the guy Kyle's talking about. I just want to let you know I'm not a bad dude.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not getting in between the beef, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's funny because I was watching this game, and because I was apologetic for the Raiders last week, and I felt like, you know, that game, they were so close to beating the Chiefs again, that as I'm watching this game, I hear myself making these excuses for the Raiders. They'll bounce back. It's just a turnover. The defense will do something. The offense will get going. They got playmakers. And then right around halftime, I literally had to tell myself, like, why am I making excuses for the Raiders? This isn't about the Raiders. This is about the Falcons smacking up the Raiders.
Okay.
Let's just keep it real. We like to keep it real on this show. So as much as I can say, oh, the Raiders, you let one go, and this is a disappointing loss. No, the Falcons came in more motivated. You know, we were talking at halftime yesterday, and the coach was saying, well, you know, this is a very motivated team, and Gruden has to relay that message. I'm like, well, I guess they didn't get that message. You know who relayed that message properly? Raheem Morris walked in and said, your job is on the line. My job is on the line. Our jobs are on the line. So let's go out there and play some football. Plain and simple, black and white, the better team was the Atlanta Falcons yesterday.
And I'm not sure that they're going to win against the Jets next week. I think that's the kind of trust we've lost in them. I don't put it past them to lose those. They do have a shot to make up ground in the playoff race. They have the Colts and the Dolphins ahead of them, the two teams in playoff spots down the stretch of the season. I bring up something to you, though, Nate. Because I'm trying to, you know, I sat on game day and was like, play Nelson Aguilar, play Derek Carr to everyone in the world. How much blame do you put on Peter Schrager?
For hyping up
For
Derek
the
Carr?
play calls.
Oh.
Full plays, bro.
I forgot about
that. How much
that.
blame do we put at our friends' feet?